I'm visiting with Dustin Angelle. He and VF Born Famous won the first round of our open competition here at our Reboot Buckle event in Memphis, Tennessee. Dustin, this is a great horse. He's been in your program since he was 3 years old. What else can you tell us about him?
Ted's pretty special to Clay and I. He's special to our whole family. He means a lot to us. He kind of started us all off with our personal horses. We don't normally keep any of our personal horses. We have to sell them. It's what we do for a living. And it's been a little different with him. We've held on to him. He's added on to our place multiple times. We tell him every time he walks out of the barn that it's his place. He's won a lot for us, and we've been very fortunate to own him.
What is it? What's different about owning this horse yourself versus, say running an outside horse for an owner?
So with Ted, things are a little bit different because we just kind of do whatever we feel is necessary. I don't get to run him a whole lot except for kind of some of these big events. So I think it's just being a little bit more low key and relaxed with him and not having to worry about anything. I think that helps him excel even more because he knows there's not a ton of pressure on him, and we can just kind of have fun with him. And if we take him, we take him, and if he has to stay home, he can stay home.
Take us through what his career has been like. What was he like as a futurity horse through his Derby years, and then now this year being his first year as an open horse?
So Ted started off at the Colt Breaker pretty rough as a 3-year-old. He didn't get the full 30 days. He was sent home. He wasn't a good student, but we took him home, and I rode him myself and started him. And from probably after I had probably 30 days on him, I told Clay, I said, this might be one of the greatest horses we've ever rode. And, we've been fortunate enough to have horses make dinner for, and we've been blessed with good horses. And I told him from day one, I said, I think this is a good horse. Started him on the pattern as a 3-year-old, and he went to it like overnight. Like he had been doing it forever, and it was his happy place. And he was a little immature his maturity year. I didn't try to over push him, but he still won his maturity year. And it seems to be with Ted, the older he gets, the better he gets. And it's a little bit easier for him as he gets older. I think what separates him from a lot of horses is his mental game. I think same as rider. I think your horse has to have a good mental game, and I think that Ted's mental game is what helps him a lot of times.
What were those key indicators that you were feeling so early on you could tell that greatness was under there?
One thing with Ted is, and I've said it all along, was I never had to ask him for more. He just wanted to give more no matter what he did. Next time you did it, he wanted to give more and more, and he wanted to be quicker, and he wanted to be softer in the bridle, and nothing was ever enough for him. Even though it was plenty enough for us, he just had so much more to prove to us, I think.
Wow, what a great answer. I love hearing about the work ethic of those great horses. That seems to be a common theme there. My final question for you is, you mentioned you've kept him longer maybe than you would keep some others. How has the industry changed, and how has that changed how long you keep horses in your program?
So I don't normally keep them past their maturity year. As soon as they're finished with their maturity year, they go home. I keep maybe 1 or 2 Derby horses normally, and more so the studs, I think, because when the studs come to us, they're like a long-term type deal. We keep Ted around because Ted means a lot to us, and we're fortunate enough for these big events that we can justify keeping him. He can make so much money in these events, and he's, like I said a million times before, he's a part of us, and we're blessed to have shows of this caliber to bring money in and justify it.
We're so excited that he is part of your family. He's a horse that we love watching you run. Congratulations on a great weekend, and we'll look forward to a lot more races with you and Ted winning.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.